Right, good evening everybody. Thank you very much for coming. It's brilliant to see so many faces that I recognise and I know, and so many new ones, which is great. Wow, how do I follow Mark? So, indigo. Let me explain to you what indigo is. Does anyone know what indigo is? Can I just see a quick show of hands? Sort of?
It's a colour.
It is a colour. It is a colour. So, very simplistically, right, and indigo was set up, I think, and Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was in 2015. And it was essentially, created as a platform to discuss policy, to come up with ideas, thrash them out, and then try and present them to the party to see if the party were happy to adopt them and take them on board as their own policy. Nothing more, nothing less. It's very interesting that and I can understand to a certain degree why we've been accused of carrying out some sort of coup against the leadership. The fact is, you've got two really hard-working grassroots members who were involved with Indigo. That's about as far as the association goes, really. We care deeply about this party. We've got a lot of time, a lot of effort, spent a whole bunch of money, like all of you guys have as well. And we're not willing to just throw that down the toilet. Hence why we've spoken out. And I think, I did that first, to be honest. I probably started the ball rolling. But Indigo is exactly that. It is nothing else. And Glenn is a member and he will happily vouch for us, I'm sure. But there are various platforms within Indigo. There is an email system. There is a Facebook group. There is a Twitter page. All of these social media profiles and platforms where people engage and they discuss things. That's it. And you know what? The worst thing about this is that's exactly what UKIP should be doing and should have been doing ages ago. And that's why I think we have been held with such contempt by the current leadership, because we're actually taking the lead and trying to do the sorts of things that the party should be doing. And I think it's unfair for us to sort of, carry the can, if you like, for just trying to do that. So I think that tells you a little bit about Indigo. I can't remember now, I kind of glazed over a little bit when Mark was saying some of the things he did. But the fact of the matter is, I couldn't give two hoots what Henry does in his private life. I've made that clear right throughout. What I do care about is the membership being lied to. What I do care about is the leader of this party putting up pictures and comments on social media about a new relationship that he'd entered into before anybody knew, and then he sends an email out to say, guys, there's going to be fake news coming out in the Sun tomorrow. I care about lying to the membership. The membership, the grassroots membership of this party is the most important thing that we've got. If anyone remembers any of the things that I said during the leadership campaign, it was a focus on the grassroots. I wanted to see a party that was grassroots up, not top down, with leaders. And again, I have been critical of the NEC. But however, what I would say about the NEC in the last few months is they have played an incredibly straight bat. The reason that our leader faced a vote of no confidence is because members lobbied them and the NEC listened. And it's as simple as that. I will not, like I say, I've been critical of the NEC and I continue to do so. I will be critical of them when needed, but they're doing the right thing now and they're following the letter of the law. The whole thing, I guess, about the Constitution, which is Henry's torch now. He's talking about, he wants to change the party's constitution, he wants to fight off the NEC, he wants to drain the swamp within UKIP. Well, the truth is, the EGM isn't the place for that. Let me be very clear what the EGM serves as. It will have one item on the agenda, and that is, do you or do you not support the vote of no confidence in our leader? That is it. It is not a platform to present change. It is not a platform to try and rewrite the Constitution. If you want to do that, there are three very distinct ways within this party and within the current Constitution to do that. Two of them, you need to work with the NEC. And the other one, you need 75% of the branch chairs around the country, which I don't believe that Henry's got now. So this is the problems that Henry faces. I think he's being disingenuous about his real will now to change the party. The truth of the matter is, Henry asked me to be involved in the Save the Services campaign. Well, he never responds, he never answers his phone, he didn't, he never replied to messages. And the whole campaign was a joke before. The launch, I knew about it the day before, and I was supposed to be one of the guys involved with Mike Hookham. So that in my mind, is a little bit of a joke, and it just shows how disorganised and disinterested he really, really is. And the truth is, I gave Henry, and I wanted to work with him right up until the story broke. And I didn't sort of shoehorn Henry into bed with Joe Marley. You know, I didn't take them on a blind date together. That all happened of his own accord. He did that. But the thing is, he takes zero responsibility now for his actions, and he just wants to go around blaming everybody else. Even today on LBC, and I'll correct Mark here, it's not, I know he ended the romantic element of his relationship. Apparently that's all back on. He was very open about that, and strong affections and a Valentine's card will be coming her way. So the problem for us now is if our leader was really interested in the progression of this party moving forward and to stop the hemorrhage of good-working, hard-working grassroots members, he would dump Jo Marnie. He would end all association with her. The trouble is, he has not. Now, as a party, we have found it hard enough over the last few, well, I guess from inception, to be honest, but we've always struggled with the tag of racism just because we're strong on immigration. The trouble is now, our party leader is actually associating with a racist. You can't take her comments out of context. You just can't. They are what they are, and you can't defend them, yet our leader continues to do so. And the trouble is, you can put all of us to one side for a minute, you can forget the membership, you go and knock on someone's door, you try and sell UKIP now to someone, the public perception of us at the moment is in the gutter. And for as long as we've got that, and for as long as we've got Henry at the helm, that's exactly where we're going to stay. And I'll tell you this for nothing, is if Henry stays in post, as of next week, the party will be dead by the summer. It is that serious. So I would really urge you all, to think about, if you want reform of the NEC, if you want to rewrite the Constitution, brilliant, so do I. But let's do it in a positive way. Let's take people with us. Let's not just turn our cannons on the NEC, who are actually hard-working members just like us as well. And the truth is, if he wins and then he forces an election of the NEC, who's to say they don't all get elected again? What changes?
He doesn't force an election.
So, thanks, Mark. We listened to you. But anyway, happy to take all your questions at the end, guys, and and I'll go into much more detail if you like. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so how do we mitigate the risk? I guess. Well, we get rid of him. That's the truth of it. Even if all the members decided, we're going to be a great bunch of guys and gals, and we're going to get behind our Henry. Truth is, I said earlier, the public perception. Those people that we're going to be talking to on the doorstep, people are already doing that, talking to people on the doorstep, campaigning hard. It's gone. We are a laughing stock. He will never lose that tag. For as long as he's got the tag that he's associated with a racist, he's associated with a woman who has said abhorrent things about children in the Middle East. She said abhorrent things about baby rape. All of these things. You can't simply say, well, those were taken out of context. I don't think so, somehow. I find it very hard to understand how that was ever taken out of context. But the truth is, nothing was edited, and I can happily show people that if you like. Nothing was edited, and he's being disingenuous about that. She's either lying to him, or he's just being stupid again. But the truth is, it doesn't matter what we do. If we get behind Henry now, we won't win anything. The May elections, let's not forget places like Middlesbrough, Hartlepool, Bolton, Dudley, these are large UKIP groups who are effectively, in some places, the opposition. And they are having to deal with the repercussions of Henry's complete and utter mismanagement and bad judgment. They are the people that are suffering. You are. We are. We are the people that are going out there having to sell this. We don't have any policy. We don't have anything. We have nothing. What a leader, when Henry was elected, what he should have done is it absolutely should have started communicating with people. He absolutely should have started coming up with some shop-front policy straight away. Big things, hard-hitting things that we know UKIP can win votes on. Didn't happen. Nothing happened. The first time we ever saw Henry sort of start to come into action was when he received the vote of no confidence. That was the first time. And then he turned his cannons on the NEC. And like I said, there's lots of people that have their issues with the NEC, but this isn't the fight. It's not there.
I think
I'm going to have to back Reece now, aren't I, I suppose? Very quickly, I think in terms of where we should be now with policy and stuff like that, there is only one man in the party who I think has the platform and the ability to project what we should be talking about, and that is Brexit. So I would back Gerard without thinking twice about it. I think he should be taking us forward because that's exactly what we should be talking about now, and it's Brexit, nothing else. That's what we're strong on. I think in terms of a future leadership election, I have no one in mind. I think it should be opened up to the membership, and who knows? One of you out there. I'd never write anything off, but right, the truth of the matter is that we have no policy, we have no direction as branch members, as grassroots members, as activists. We have nothing. We have no tools to fight with. We don't know what we are doing. Now, I won't blame Henry for everything. The truth is, since we won the referendum, I don't think the party structure or the party management, as it were, had really any idea what happens if we lose or what happens if we win. There was no real thinking there, and that is a failure of the leadership. And I had some good news today. I had a real crappy day today, but actually, hearing Paul Ogden had gone, I was great. I thought that was fantastic news. I was over the moon, because he's one of the protagonists. He's one of the guys who has really held UKIP back. Now, the truth is, what we need, right, managing and running UKIP is like herding cats. We're not like the Tories, we're not like the Labour Party, we're made up of everything. So you need a maverick, you need someone who's going to be singing and shouting from the rooftops, strong, and engaging with people, and engaging with the electorate. And I'm really sorry, it's unfortunate that we've been lumbered with Henry, because he's none of the above. And the thing is, we need someone who's going to be able to do that, start talking about Brexit, and start giving us hard-working grassroots members exactly what we need to move forward. Thank you.